The
the
fucking
normal way.
card cam, Faisal? Come on, we need someone in a weird location.
It's all black. You're not gonna see anything but my teeth.
That's even better. Come on.
That doesn't quite work.
Now that's a fucking intro clip. We're starting it right now. I don't even care. Team Talk number what? 13, 14, 12. Maybe it's 11. We don't know. We do it once every half a month, maybe. I don't know what's going on anymore. We're talking about anniversary box cards, and before this even started, I don't know if it's going to be in the video because it was in a different format. I don't know what's going on with the recording. It's I've gone clinically insane, as you can see, but the thing that I was saying was, you're talking about my Nats video there. You saw my mug on the screen. I was talking about what card, I don't know if it was a card you'd like reprinted or what's a card that you'd like in the set. I said I'd like a reprint of the Vegeta SCR. We got the Vegeta SCR.
Mm-hmm.
I had a caveat though. The caveat was he needed the fucking Badman shirt. I said it should go on the SCR as a reprint, but I just wanted any fucking thing with the Badman shirt, and we still haven't gotten anything with the Badman shirt, so I'm pissed. And that's the card I really wanted.
I have to Google this.
Google
the pink shirt.
The pink Badman shirt.
Okay.
The best fucking Vegeta outfit there is. He's wearing a pink shirt, yellow slacks. It's amazing.
The drip. Ooh.
He's literally ripped out. It's insane. I don't know how they missed that opportunity. Everyone thinks they like Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. I don't give a shit about that form. I give a shit about Badman. Are you kidding me? This most like you gave me Yardrat Goku. You can't give me Drip Vegeta. I'm pissed.
Maybe they'll listen to you again, though.
Maybe they will. I'm glad they reprinted it. You get a staple red SCR for cheap, and you get that new SCR with it too. I'll take the SCRs, the easy picks right there, so I can just shut up for the rest of this. But the other one, having a new unique SCR for an anniversary box, I think that's super cool. It's generic enough. You can play it in GT, except for green Goku GT, because you only run green cards in that one. But hey. You, what is it? You need to get it to 70k to automatically deal the damage, and it basically plays out 4 guys, so if you have the leader and that, it works, right? You just get 70k.
It counts itself and the leader, too.
There we go, 70k right off the bat, so, if you have the chance to go swing with it, have fun. I don't know. I like it. Pissed it's not Badman. I'm done talking. Is Faisal still in there? Go already into his autonomous car?
Yeah. He probably got to his domicile.
Okay, whatever. Yeah. I'll fill in for Faisal. He said, I hate Cooler. Everyone that plays Cooler, he hates. That's just what he said. I'm sorry, guys. He told me to translate. You guys have fun now, okay? Beer, go nuts.
What do you mean go nuts? I mean, about that SCR, though, it is a pretty legitimate choice for... Red Band now, because before you either ran Vegito or you ran Vegeta, but now instead of needing to run the Vegeta for the extra burn, you can actually just tap 3 and now you have 1 extra energy for defense now, right? So it's actually pretty sizable buff in my opinion.
Would have been hilarious if it didn't play if it played it with the skills and we had just Fearless Pan coming out double striking.
That was my immediate thought, and I was like, oh no, never mind. Let's slow down.
That's some broken shit right there.
I cut you honestly, off, what were you saying?
Yeah, I was gonna say the reprint of the Vegeta is actually really nice for me because this is for once I don't have the reprint, so my collection didn't go this. It went it's and then alt art is really good move by Bandai too to actually get you to want to buy them and maybe hunt for that.
Oh yeah,
not like a dummy down version of the art of it.
Oh yeah,
it's actually something nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look, they both, and especially having that alt art Spirit Bomb too. I like both the Spirit Bombs. The alt art one looks fucking snapped. Definitely glad they did that. It just gives you more reason to be like, okay, let's go hunt for this alt art version. But Beer, continue on.
So for me, I'm gonna say not one card, but a class of cards. Is the 4Z, the 4 or 5Z extra cards they made for each color that are kind of, the one that's the yellow has the final flash effect and all the other ones. I think that's a really, really good move overall by Bandai, making it so, because a lot of these new archetypes, they have their own Z deck cards and all that, but a lot of the the Z extra cards that exist right now in the pool are a little bit too archetype specific or a little bit too specific here or there, being able to have access to all these generic ones is very very useful. Mind you, like their secondary effects are a little bit costly, and like some and like the energy cost for them is a little bit steep for some of them, but ultimately it does give every single deck in the game now has access to consistent Z extras, and that's a really big deal overall. It also indirectly makes it so that robotic riposte and Vegito counterplay are nerfed because now every deck has a Z extra. So when you're going into that yellow matchup, you have that as one additional thing to rest things with. And if you're playing a deck that runs field cards as well, that's an additional one too. Like that does matter. It does add up. So having that extra like oomph into all of your Z decks is really, really good.
No,
Now the
that
downside, of course, the only downside is we only have 7 slots, and now you really really have to pick and choose exactly what you're putting in, and they keep printing more and more and more good cards. Like it's getting tough. Like now, like if you want to use that new Z extra in Green Gohan, for example, right? Okay, well now you got to make sure you have at least one of the Gokus, one of the 16s, one of the Z leader. You need at least a Jiren. Okay, now I need one for the Broly. Okay, now you're either running a second Goku or run that new Z extra, or you're running a second Jiren, or the like, boom, there you go. You're already shoehorned in a way where you got to make a tough choice.
which I think is a good thing.
Yeah,
I think you should make a tough choice, right? Especially colors like blue, where blue has always had like so many cards to fucking choose from. Now
yep.
now you're like, okay, let's hold the brakes. Here's another card, especially for green, right? Because green now having that Z extra card, what is it? Is it the Goten Gohan that just needs a green Z extra card to play it? So it makes it
Yeah.
basically a generic one drop green, like for any green deck now, if with that, which is crazy, which that's
Yep.
super good. But yeah, just being able to like have those ones that would normally be archetype lock, because like you need a Z extra card in this color. It's just like, okay, the only one only works with this one specific deck. Now we got a generic one, which I'm fine with them having costly skills because they're decent skills, but it's just like,
Mhm.
do I really want to get rid of this, pay that, and go there? But I think that's a good way to go about it. It's generic enough and it's not busted. It's just like,
Yeah.
here you go.
Yeah.
This is what you can throw in any deck if you need. It's basically just for, I have a card in my deck that requires it to swing with a Z extra in play, or to play it, I need a Z extra in play. And that's what
Mhm.
it seems like those are there for, which is cool. I really like the black one, that the Dragon Ball, just the way it looks. I'm like, that one,
Classic.
classic.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And a lot,
It's a very nice change. Yeah, sorry, go
yeah,
ahead.
a lot of these are already like what the I. Sorry, I was actually distracted by my wife, but I don't know if you said this now, but like a lot of they're all like what the decks, like what the colors are already doing. So it's like you're not giving them any extra; you're just adding consistency.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's true.
like today, I wasn't running Final Flash because I was like kind of building my deck. Like I already had that in there in the Z deck, and it bit me in the ass big time. But yeah, I won't run into that problem, come soon. So
Yeah. They're very strong effects too. Like even their base effects for one energy are still pretty good. Like they're all, let me double check. I'm pretty sure they're all like at the bare minimum 10k boosts. Yeah, they're all 10k
Yeah.
boosts, which is
Yep.
really really good. Like there's no real negative there. It's like paying for a 1 mana 10k, and all of them except for the red one I think have an additional effect for the 0 mana ability. And then like the red and blue draw a card and have like nice little additional effects, which is great. The green one be able to rip a card out of hand and kill something 5 or less. That's kind of really high value, right? And then the yellow, like the black one, that one kind of has the worst one because you're just warping something only getting a 10k boost. The yellow one having the ability to like final flash a battle card or unison though, that's really 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 good.
that's
it's
new.
it's like that's
Yeah.
really strong. So now all these decks just have so much more to work with. It's good. It's a very very solid change overall, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know, pass it to Philip.
Right. I think the cards that I like the most out of the anniversary is, I'm gonna have to say, the Meki Kabora, 8 drop and the Z leader. I think the 8 drop's nasty with the Z leader if you're able to play it. So you play it for 2. Um, if you have 4 more energy, play from hand. You choose one of your opponent's battle cards, negate his skills, so that gets around so many problematic cards. and then you gain control of it, switch it to active, and then on play, you choose one of their battle cards, ignoring barriers, send it to the warp, and then they warp one from hand. It's a dual attack, 30k, and it has deflect. And
Mm.
paired with the Z leader, so you swing with that twice, and then if you can get to your Z leader, first you do the final wish where you get triple attack.
Yeah,
Swing
I was gonna say you do
twice.
that first, right? Then you go into this, so you don't have it
Yeah,
like. That's awesome.
exactly. Then you go into that, you swing the third time, you discard one, draw two, so then like it's even more draws, you're seeing more cards. Then you do the activate main on this, which you restand the 8 drop, and then you choose one of their battle cards, 5 or less from their warp, negate his skills, and play it in your area. So you're getting another body. So in total, you can get like 8 to 9 swings for like 3 energy, including the
Yeah.
8 drop and the Z leader. Like
This
pretty
D leader
nasty.
feels nice because it's like you can look at it as like not only are you getting the 5k boost, but you
Mhm.
get you're basically spending 1 energy for another 30k attack and another 5 or less. So like 2 bodies basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's really good.
And the Z leader's 20k base.
Yeah.
So that's big.
And then the archetype also has a free bean as well. So basically, it's a 25k.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
The bean only works defensively, right? I can't remember.
Yeah, it's defensively only.
Still, which
Can
is
you
ridiculous.
can you use it multiple times?
I
too?
don't
Yeah.
think
Like-
you can.
I think
You'll
you
live
can.
it on it.
Yeah, so it can even stack. So like you can get to like 30 or 35k depending how many you have in hand. So
Pretty
I
sure.
thought
I'll double check.
I knew it wasn't limit 1 because before that, but I thought it was like once like you use it, you can't activate it again.
That's
That's
pull it
what
up and check.
yeah, I thought so, but I think you can actually use it more than once,
Okay.
unless they did a errata.
Here, I'll read it. If your opponent has streamer cards in a warp, you can activate this card's active battle without not paying its energy cost. That's for the permanent. If you're literally just a Mecha Cobra only card and it's your opponent's turn, choose one of your cards that gets plus 5k for the turn. There's no limit, stipulations, nothing like that.
Jesus.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's nasty. So
And it's also a counter if you need it.
yeah.
Yep.
And yeah, like
There you go.
yeah, this deck it has like a lot of drop. It can interrupt a lot of drop areas. It likes cards having cards in warp. It makes you have to filter certain cards to get
Good
to the warp
control.
draw. Yeah.
That TP too, the Kai TP like makes it absolutely cracked out too.
Oh,
Mhm,
that
yeah.
Kai TP's because I think everything else is kind of you warp a card then draw. The Kai TP's the only thing that's just straight up warp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's also a 20k base because she's got servant, so it's
Yeah.
really, really hard to like clear if they're not using spot removal. But if they're wasting spot removal on that, you don't care because she only costs you 1,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
And then you're
pretty sure
doing
it's
the
on
additional
play, right?
pressure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's on play
yeah,
and
so
when you
you already
steal.
did your shit. Yeah, and then when you
Yeah.
that's true. Yeah, when you steal too.
And I think you can also play her turn 1 if you have 2 balls and drop, which is kind of nasty too.
So it just puts too much like that Kai TP alone, plus like how the current deck already works is strong, and then with all this new extra support, it pushes it over the edge. And of course, like we said, the grave hate, very, very relevant against stuff like Gogeta, like Aegis Gogeta. So
Yeah.
that's still
yeah.
another thing too. It also matters against like the cooler mills and things like that. Certain builds run dripes. Getting rid of those is good.
Yeah.
Things like that. There's niche scenarios. Make your opponent not able to sparking is also good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw that I liked. But yeah,
Damn.
I think I'll pass it off to Sauce here.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Not roast sauce, but the cling sauce.
It's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Double sauce at the bottom.
Alright.
Too much sauce. So I think we talked about some like this one other team talk ago, but what we were excited for. But mine after playing it a little bit is even better than I thought it was. So my card I've been liking the most has been Sun Goku, a sign of strength. It is for the GT Green Goku, but not the one you talked about earlier.
The
It's
best
quad
GT
strike.
Green Goku. There we go.
It's
yes.
the really like generic green shell, like whatever you want to play, like that old yellow Broly leader where you take a life, draw 1, on tap 2 at 4. The deck doesn't have a lot of, you don't get like a big hand, but you're being super aggressive, so it's not like the biggest issue probably. Is it competitive? I don't know, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and like this Goku card is pretty snapped. So it basically reduces itself by 3, so it's a 1-drop 15k crit, draw on play. So right there is already super good value. I mean, that's like a Kaioken basically, but you can do it on turn 1 even. And then it combos with the card out of the drop, so it's a 20k. And then if you have 3 or more energy, it gets another +5 until the end of your opponent's turn. So it's a 20k base, turn 3 or later, and it swings as a 25. But the thing about this is it's not limit. So you can just slam on turn 2. You can go 2 of these, awaken, because it lets you awaken at 6 or less life as well. So I found that card is just like the best green card I've ever played almost. You know what I mean? Like I was shocked it was not limit. Like it feels like it should have been limit, but it's not. And the deck also allows you to run a Champa for any green Saiyan card, the Vegeta for the green GT deck we were talking about. And if you do that Champa, it's a Vegeta on the Raditz, for example. Like since damage triggers twice on double strike, your opponent would have to warp 2 cards out of their hand. So that sounds pretty also disgusting. It's just your turn 2, you're looking to double strike crit or double strike the Raditz usually, and then you can awaken into like a unison or something. Everyone's favorite song. All right.
That's true.
And then like just the idea of having a leader that is uncounterable on the attack, even if it is a quad strike, whatever, it's 20k. So like that's not a huge deal unless you are loaded up on cells or destroying Kamehamehas, which is like the dream. But the pan to be able to enable that, the Z card, that's pretty good. And it basically reads as discard 2 super combos, your opponent loses 2 super combos, and they're secret rare if they haven't played it yet. So
it's hilarious. It's one of the funniest things I've read. I'm like, that's amazing. Just like, well, okay, let's see. Let's count your hand out. We get to reveal a hand, which I think besides foreseeing hit and the one Mecha Frieza card, that's only been reserved for SCRs, right?
Brawly Crown.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So Red can do it a few times,
basically.
But this is like the first green card to do it, I think.
Isn't there also that really old black Frieza TP triple strike from like
then there's
early sets?
Okay, I'm a line.
There's the ultimate, the secret rare, the demographic.
I said secret. I said besides ultimate. Besides.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You guys know what Frieza I'm talking about, right?
Yes,
like
I know. Trust me. I tried
the
making a
TP,
deck around that when it came out.
Really old one.
That's the only TP I pulled from that
Looks
fucking
cool.
set.
It looks good. That old TP foiling was awesome. I wish they did that still.
Yeah,
the winners are nice
Xeno
though. The winners are nice. Yeah, super good. Yeah. And granted, okay, this pan is no deflect, no barrier. It doesn't really need barrier. Well, that would help against like charismatic villain or something like that. But and then at worst, even like turn 3 on, it's like a blocker that has removal on it. So it's kind of like the Black Boo, but it's not swinging for like a 25 or anything like that. So, pretty solid. Load up a couple of those in your Z deck, and definitely a staple of that Goku. I wish you could run the Goku and other leaders, but I guess I'm just gonna have to like play Cooler Armed Forces and like 8-drop Goku, Gohan, like good cards, I guess. And that'll be my archetype.
The funny thing about that Goku, right, is that Awaken thing isn't specified to that GT leader, just the the restriction on the cost. So if you went stupid and did Chain Attack Trunks, you could play that on Awaken some stupid leader that won't awaken, some old ass leader for 2 red energy.
No leader color restriction and no anything. Just has to be able to awaken.
You just need to be at 6 or less.
6 or less. Yeah. So chain
I
attack
like it.
That. There you go.
Yeah, it's good.
There's the sauce.
Yeah.
Well,
I can confirm after helping practice against it a bit, test it out. That deck is scary. It's not a pushover.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, well, my leader got over that. Here's a Cell Max.
Yeah.
So here's another one, which is a counterable card, but I think just in all this era of floodgate heavy or just counter heavy, just having an attack that is going to go through is pretty cool.
that is true. No. Well,
Maxwell, what about you, buddy?
one of the faceless. Let's go.
Yeah, it's all good. But no, we opened this up with a lot of cooler hate for some reason, which I don't understand because that deck snapped. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Because my
Can we
pick
fast
is
forward
definitely
through this session? Then? this part.
No. Because my pick is definitely the cooler vengeful final form. Cards cracked, and it's kind of like what the deck needed because it lets you have another finisher in the deck. But more importantly, Ignores Barrier gives you -20. That's cool. A lot of your cards already do that to begin with because of the other cooler. But it is a ignore energy exhaust card, which is relevant. That way you can take out these non-playable energy exhaust cards and have this in, so you can have a threat, clear boards, double strike, dual attack. You have the Z leader, which which I don't know why they slapped that on there. I'm going to be honest with you, it was already good, which I'm a big fan of. And ignoring barrier always good. Let's be honest here, because like I've played the Weeses, I played the Mecha
20. Yeah.
freezes for the energy exhaust, and I'm like, I'm not excited about this. Weeses not searchable off the top, so I miss with my chills, and I'm like, I don't want to play anymore. But I mean, it is what it is. And then besides that, I'm not gonna go too deep into that because for some reason nobody likes cooler. But
It was
Oh,
Faisal. It wasn't me.
Bro,
No,
Faisal
dude.
said it, man. I don't know.
If you just took apart the mill part, it'd be fine.
I mean, it's all
it
good, bro.
fails, though.
That's the best
Oh,
part. It's not a mill
I
deck
love
though.
cooler.
I think you
It's
milled
an
me
aggro
50
deck.
cards the last time we played when I was playing Foo or something like that, right? I don't know. It was
Yeah, let's
great.
keep that up. But the other card that I want to point out that I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie to you. Is the Pan Grandfather Strength. I played.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played tonight. Tested with Lanzo from Team FO. He goes my locals, and he's obviously an avid Pan player. So he put that in the deck, and I was like, "Wow, this card is actually really broken." Um, could not get through it. I had to have an answer to kill it right away because if I went to my battle phase or whatever you want to call it, it just kind of killed whatever I put out. Because one thing we did was he actually after imaged. -10 my battle card, pumped his card, and then -20 my 30k 8 drop, and I'm like, well, I guess I passed my turn because this is all I can do now, and I'm just like, cool. It's just really good for the deck. I'm worried there's gonna be more Pan players, and I imagine there will be, and it just kind of rushed me down in like 3 turns, and I'm just like, this is defensive and offensive, and I'm like, okay, oh, so what do I do against this if I don't have an answer right away? Because if you don't have unison, you don't charismatic, you're not playing green or something, or you're not blue, it's kind of just gonna cook you real quick.
Yeah, card is definitely
Yeah.
snapped.
Yeah.
At least it has a restriction of like your opponent needing half a battle card, but like
I mean, sure.
that way you can't like just going first. You can't like play this because that would be pretty good. Because Pan's going like turn one if going first has never been super awesome. Usually like the best scenario is you hold it for the Pan that comes in after comboing, but this would be like definitely an ideal turn one play.
Oh,
if you were
absolutely.
going first.
Yeah.
Going second, you probably still play the one that swings and draws, but I mean, whatever. Yeah. This paired with a combo monkey is super nice.
It's something, all right. But I'm also happy about these reprints that they're putting, the coolers, the Jirens, the gold stamp Paragus. It's a nice little touch and little bonus in this anniversary set that looking forward to grabbing my hands on.
Good reprints too. Like
Yeah.
I have so many of my friends who are like, "Hey, can you help me with a U7 Goku list?" I'm like, "Sure." I run Journey, so you don't have to. Oh, but I like her. Okay, sure. Oh, I want to play cooler. Like, well, here's Jiren Unison if you want to use that. Oh, I like Jiren Unison. You can't find it. Oh, I want to use that Kai card from the Vegek. There's no more Vegek decks
Yeah,
left
that one you
anywhere.
can't find.
That's what I'm saying.
That
that
one's
one
just
you
gone.
can't.
That one fluctuates from like $5 to $20 depending on the meta. I'm
Yeah.
like, what's happening, bro?
I literally found a Vegex deck for cheaper at some random LGS just to get 2 copies of it. Still only have 2 copies of that card.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very good reprints. The counter, even I know it got a reprint in the event pack, but like I swear, at our because like our locals is growing, we keep getting new players, and like some guys want to invest in yellow, and they're like, man, I need to get these counters, and I'm like, sorry, I'm stingy, I'm keeping my 8 copies, but good luck with your search.
Well, you know to kill. They'll drop it. It's like loot. This is like an RPG now. It's real
Oh
life.
man, that's a good one. But yeah, no. And Miguel, he can't talk, right? He's sick, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in the gulag.
Yeah,
he's in the
in-
gulag, trying to fight for his
Unfortunate.
life.
Unfortunate turn of events.
Well,
Unfortunate.
any final words on these anti-box stuff? I guess because no one mentioned it, and I copped out with the SCRs and did Faisal's hate train on cooler. The Gogeta miraculous strike. Yeah.
Oh
just
yeah.
that. I think
Yeah, sure.
that's a deck that even when it came out, it was like, what the hell is this deck? We got the starter deck Gogeta after that. Like, okay, yeah, we're not even gonna think about this movie promo. Did anybody go and get that movie promo live? That was the one I couldn't get. I ended up getting the
I don't
Black
know.
Broly. The Black
I
Broly.
bought it.
I got the Black Broly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got the
There-
Black
there was-
Broly.
Yeah, there was one guy in my locals that went to the theater and bought all of them. And then we were like, holy shit.
See,
he had like
we
30 of
didn't
them.
buy them. We were literally, this is the only time I've ever been the only people in a theater. I think it was a random Thursday. We went there, and then no one was at the booth, so one of the guys that was there was like, fuck it, I'm taking all of them. They just left a stack like 40 and just literally just threw it on like onto the pavement like it was cash. It was amazing.
Oh,
But I'm gonna let you know right now, guys, and this I want you guys all to remember this, especially all the viewers at home, all 6.5 of you. So
Somewhere on the road, right?
yeah, somewhere on the road. But if you're ever thinking the original Broly movie is a good movie and it's in the backyard, because I remembered it being a good movie, watch it again without the Pantera music and watch it with the redubbed score. I'm gonna let you know right now, I fell the fuck asleep. That was the most boring
I did
shit
too.
I've ever watched in my life. The only reason I like that movie is
That is
because
actually
Pantera was
unfortunate.
playing. It was.
Oh
I'm
my
telling
gosh.
you, if you
There's no-
rewatch it without the metal music, you can't do it. I'm telling you, it's rough. You get to the end, the last 30 minutes where Broly's beating the shit out of everyone. You're like, yeah, but that first hour and a bit, you're like, what the hell am I watching? The only good part here is Roshi singing or whatever the hell's at the beginning, or Krillin singing. I can't remember. It's
Krillin.
Krillin. You see, there we go. So that's one thing I got to thank TFS for. They made that movie palatable. But yeah, Miraculous Strike Gogeta, guys. Where was I going on that? The new Z leader looks sick. Do I remember what it does? No, I've went too far on the Broly rant, but just having that leader get some love, which no one remembers that leader. I think they reprinted it in Mythic Booster, and people still didn't know what the hell that leader was. So I'm glad that it got something.
Actual.
Yeah.
Is
even
there
good
any
looking.
significance to it gains Gogeta as well as already having Gogeta BR?
It gains
Huh.
Gogeta.
Yeah.
It
Because it's
gains
a Gogeta
Gogeta
BR.
name.
because you like cards because the original leader's a Gogeta leader. So some shit that need a Gogeta leader. I don't know if there's anything that does.
yeah,
but it's
there
for that
wasn't.
fact.
It wasn't. Yeah, yeah. It wasn't it not Gogeta BR.
It wasn't
just
Gogeta Bar. It's just
Yeah, yeah.
regular Gogeta because
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
Janemba movie. That's why they did
Okay.
that. Just
But
in
so now
case
you
I
could run
don't-
whatever you want
I
that
f-
revolves
yeah.
around that leader.
which is cool because I don't know if any Gogeta BR cards would work with that, but
It would, but you know,
Would.
you're just running bad Gogeta
but
BR
I'm saying
cards.
I don't know if any good Gogeta BR cards would work. in
Well,
that.
hold on. Does it let you? What cost does it let you use? 6 or 8? It's up to
It's
5 or less, or
6.
6 or
It's
5. It adds a 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
5.
it's one more than
5.
Janemba Mill. That's what I remember. That's just
yeah, that's
fucking-
bad. There's no good BR fusions that are
writing
worth
it up.
running.
Yep.
Well, I'll try it. I'll give it a try, but I don't
You
think there's
better.
any good BR fusions. Maybe go blue green.
Sure.
Yeah, no, go
Green's
nuts.
always broken.
No, wait. It doesn't matter. There's 6 costs and 8
The
costs.
6 draw, yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Hmm.
Well, you know,
We'll figure it out.
you can sure try it. Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'm excited for the Vegito one, the blue Vegito star. That
That's what I
was
said he said at first. Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, that's nice little buff for set 2 Vegito.
What do you
Now they
guys-
get a little removal on there,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
also I guess whatever deck it was supposed
I
to. be
agree
going
with that
for.
one. I don't know about this Gogeta business. I can't wait to go 03 at locals with it. But
You're,
you know, the
that's-
Vegeta,
you're talking to the right man here.
Vegeta one might work.
It's-
Yeah.
What's your guys' thoughts on the SS4 multicolor cards?
The Rainbow Bardock,
Chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
cracked,
Chef's kiss.
broken.
Yeah,
Look
I
it,
think it's
playing
great.
playing it at Nats, it's happening.
Yeah.
I might. I got my Vermilion Sands, but I'm either trading
That's
it or
what
not.
I'm
I
saying,
haven't
bro.
decided yet, but
I got the deck fully foiled.
I see
well, then
people-
you
Such
got-
a
Money
beautiful
bags,
deck.
goddamn.
I seen people selling that fully foiled, and they were like, "Yeah, 100 here. No, this guy 200 now." It's just like, holy shit,
Oh,
these guys.
Yeah,
are
all
going
the
nuts.
cards, all the foils went from like 20 cents to $3 a piece. I'm like,
Mhm.
everybody relax.
wow.
Mm.
Favors
I think-
Vermilion Sands went from like what $50 to like 150.
yeah,
That's
yeah. Now it's
crazy,
around
yeah.
100 again,
Yep.
but yeah, that's also a really pretty card. They all look
Mhm.
good. That's
Yeah, the
quite
foiling's nice. Yeah.
it is the best transformation in the series too. So
Mm.
I'm very tempted to try to play
with
it
the
more.
Xeno shit. I don't give a fuck about anything Dragon Ball Heroes, but what they did for SS4, I'll take it because that makes SS4 Goku one of the most
Yeah.
dripped out characters I've ever seen. With
That is true.
that black with the
100%.
red, my god, it's way better than his
Yeah.
yellow MC Hammer pants. So
Mhm.
If only the Black Vegito started with Xeno like it should be, but it's fine.
Yeah, but like the red fur clashes with the red outfit, that
well,
they're
that's what
not
I'm saying.
quite
That's why he's got
right.
the black.
Yeah.
The Vegito,
Yeah,
like Vegito clashes a little bit because he's red and red, but Goku is red and black. It's beautiful.
Isn't his clothes still? It's black and red though, right? Isn't
think-
that
Yeah,
how it is?
they're black and red with
Yeah.
the blue
Yeah.
waistband or whatever. But
And the sensu bean bag on the side,
Mhm.
like
And the
sure.
power
But I'm
pole, like,
saying
he's
the
got
fur
everything.
is a different red than
It's-
his outfit,
it's
so
clean.
therefore it
Yeah.
clashes.
Doesn't
You know,
clash. I feel like
furries
you're just
here,
a hater right
furries
now. I need
there.
you to relax.
Where's Wes? He plays the furry deck, right?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
bring him into this. All right, sorry.
It's
I'll shut up
okay.
now.
I'm telling him.
Summon him. Summon him.
Yeah. We just have to look in the mirror and say Shroom salsa 4 times fast.
I'm gonna make the Jiren deck, by the way. I get my hands to any box. That's the first thing I'm making.
You can't.
Nice.
I already have it still built up there, okay? It's literally the only deck standing on top of my bookcase because I don't know where else to put it. It just stands up there and looks at me and tells me to play it, even though I probably still have a full play set of Yamcha counterplays in there because it's been that long since I've played it. But it's still there.
But you had a unison in there? Oh, you were doing it wrong, man.
Red Jiren, you have to have a unison.
Not the good Jiren players.
Come on, that's the only thing I had going for. Come on, Topo dropped the soap Topo. That was the best.
Yeah, just have it die turn 1 and you lost a card. Good job.
That's the foolish if you let it die. Come on, you kill it yourself with difference of status. That's how you do it.
Well,
You
I think
get
my
it.
4-man locals in South Dakota. Okay, I know what happens. All right, we're
Okay,
definitely That's where the real testing happens.
it's true. In South Dakota, you heard it here first, folks.
How can we
Okay,
argue with that logic, bro?
it's true.
Yeah, it's really hot down here, especially in the summers. Living down south, it's tough life.
There you go. I couldn't be me. I like the cold. Speaking of the cold, it's I don't know what is it 11? It's already past 11. I'm ready to go to bed. Was there anything else on the final words there? Any box? I think for the most part, it always hits, and this one
Mhm.
I think is no different.
yeah.
This hits the best, I think.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
this
this
was
one's
really
good,
good.
yeah.
for this one.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
yeah,
Which
that's
wasn't $100, but that's fine. It's okay.
yeah, that's a little weird.
Yeah.
So there's only a
Much.
premium version. Is that like how it
There's
works?
only a
Yeah.
premium version.
Is it coming to LGSs this time, or is it only off Bandai?
LGS
Should
is
be
I think it's
LGS.
LGS.
Okay, good. Okay, at least that part if they're gonna do it that way, at least they got through LGS, not with the bullshit last time where you pre-order it, whatever, and then comes 2 months later. Maybe you can buy
Yeah.
one at Nats at the
Yeah.
prize table, which
What happened to the one we split on? By
I
the
think
way,
we still got it at Game 3, right? Because that was for Team.
Shit, we
for
never
Team
sold
Wars.
it?
We never sold it. We got a Team War. We should just crack that, and I should just. I still miss. Do you have the
damn it.
Broly SCR? That's the only one I'm missing.
Yeah, I have everything because I
Oh.
got my own premium after when I did the Carter regional after Nats, where Carter entry had the premium.
buy-in, yeah, because I was
The
remember that.
$180 buy-in.
Yeah, we
Where I
did
lost to
the
that
Team
cheater?
War.
Yeah, it was
There
great.
you go. We had the Team Wars, and you were playing fucking Baby Hatch and just stalled everyone out until literally me and Jay, 2 aggro decks, were just looking. We're like, this guy's still going for another 40 minutes.
He needed the coaching. That was a good move.
It's true.
I
There
think you
we
guys
go.
could help him out. Yeah,
He was the middle, so we could both talk to him.
yeah.
There you
You guys
go.
have a sound strategy.
There we go. All right, I'm going to sleep. Beer, hit us on the way out with a bat,
I mean,
preferably.
thank you all for watching, of course. Have a fantastic day, night, whatever. This Box is super dope. Probably the best product of the year. Definitely worth grabbing, especially to the newer players. Good reprints, good staples. Just do yourself a favor. Get it if you can get it, right? Shout out, of course, to Game 3 for, sponsoring, keeping everything going, as always. Shout out to Kaioken Kards. Shout out to UniX TCG. Shout out to the Pac-Man Special, Hoffman's Labs. I guess you can watch my stream, but who cares? I'm a scrub. But yeah,
Play Dormant against them.
Play Dorman against me. That'll really get my blood to boil. But otherwise, was it the Carl always said? I think it was stay super.
I need you to relax.
Yeah, there we go. That's there always needs to be
Calm
some
down.
He
interjection.
never
there.
shouts me out.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the day.
You have a
man.
stream,
I'm streaming right now.
mother. Wait, really?
3 rose sauces. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he's it's the double sauce. He's
Double sauce. All right, I'll make sure to shout out the double sauce.
yeah, there we go. That's only on Xvids. See you guys later.